And we'll just move straight on to the Part A. And I know that I haven't warned other council community board members of this, but I just know that you're in a hurry to which is why you've changed the order.
Yeah, but
so,
I'm fine.
So
I'm
I
fine.
would like to move straight to the notice of motion, and if we could add some additional words that say that that the council formally recognise and thank Helene Mortner for her contribution, for her painstaking work and contribution to the Opawaho Heathcote River. And moved by Tim and seconded by Phil Clearwater. So I'll open up item 30 for discussion. I'll start with Yanni and move to Phil.
Thanks. I was fortunate enough to also have been at the presentation from our ecologist, and I just totally support this. We really need to look at what we can do urgently, because the cost of not doing preventative and just doing reactive is way more. And it was quite an amazing presentation from our ecologist. I didn't think it was something that I would enjoy, going and listening about weeds in the river, but actually I have to say the way in which our ecologist presented it was really clear, simple and engaging. But sadly what it shows is that we have this really, really significant, urgent and critical issue that we need to get on board and address urgently, and that is the invasive weeds that are sprouting up along the Heathcote-Opawaho River and the way in which they're being managed. So I strongly support this notice of motion. This work cannot happen soon enough in my view. I know personally because part of the river goes through my ward, and I've just seen the impact that it's having, and it's quite disheartening. So let's get on to it, let's do something about it. And also, just in conclusion, just do want to acknowledge Helene Martiner for her passion and dedication to making sure that the Opawaho Heathcote River has a voice and has a number of guardians, community guardians, that have been actively working to clean it up and to do what's right around it. So I really want to acknowledge her, because she did lead that charge several years ago, and I think it's been really, really great to see the increased awareness of the importance of this waterway. Thank you.
Thank you. Phil Clearwater.
So, councillors, I certainly join Yanni in asking you to support Helene's notice of motion. I think, the concept of cleaning up the Heathcote has got a lot of different strands to it. And it's more recently, I guess, we've become aware of how serious the weed invasion is, and Helene has led that. But part of it too is, I guess, the dredging has led to some unintended consequences, and there's a serious potential spread of these quite dreadful weeds, really, which may end up, just taking over the whole biodiversity of the river, in effect changing the whole ecological and natural values that the river currently has. So it's good that we have an ecologist working with the land drainage working program to sort this. But there's also all of the other things that we have to do too, because this whole concept of succession of different types of weeds means that they're getting more and more serious. So I urge you to support Helene's motion today. Notice of motion.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.